So you've got yourself a black Apple Watch Ultra 2, like this here, and you need some bands for them, right? So these are my favourites. Let's dive straight in. So my favourite of all so far, and probably one of the most versatile out of any that you'll find, this is the Nomad Active Leather Band. So on this one you have leather on the top, it's in black, matches the watch nicely. Then on the inside you've got a rubber, which basically means that because this leather is treated with some kind of coating, it's water resistant, sweat proof, sweat resistant, and because it's got the rubber with the channels as well, it actually makes a pretty good watch watch strap to use for activities, as well as looking very good in a formal setting. So if you want a one band to rule them all, this could be it. Wear this to the office, wear it straight to the gym. Works very well in that sense. And just sticking it on here on my wrist on the black Apple Watch. And there you go, looks very nice, very minimal, very classic looking there, very nice. I like this one. This is my favourite. It's a bit pricey, especially in the UK. It probably runs around £80, I would say, something like that. I'll put links in the description. But yeah, very nice band. They've got their own custom lugs, Nomad, which gives the watch a different appearance, makes it look a bit more like a regular timepiece. Very nice. And just while you're here, if you're liking the video, if you find any value from it, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Subscribing really helps the channel. About 98% of you who are watching my videos are not subscribed. If you would just click that subscribe button, it would really help the channel out. So yeah, hit the button. Right, moving on really quickly. So another leather strap, which is quite nice, which is not really available anymore, but you can find it online. It's Apple's Leather Link. So Apple's Leather Link there. It's a magnetic strap, so no buckles, nothing, really simple to put on. Take the watch, Apple adapters slide in nicely, very quick and easy there. And literally, this is in the midnight colour, so quite dark, like a dark navy kind of colour. Looks really nice, really simple to put on, really easy to put on. Only one gripe with this is sometimes the links can shift, but otherwise it's pretty strong. Even if you give it a bit of a tug, it's not coming off easily. So that's the Leather Link. You can still find them online in many places, even though Apple stopped making them. But I believe they still make the fine woven version if that's your cup of tea, and if you don't like leather. Then on to the more, let's do one more fancy strap. So then you've got the titanium Milanese loop by Apple again themselves. This is an expensive strap. It comes in around £150, £200, I think, £200, $200, that kind of thing. I have put this on wrong completely. Let's do that again. But it is a very nice strap, very nice band for the watch. Extremely lightweight, extremely comfortable. It's also infinitely adjustable as well, similar to the Leather Link, which means you can really get customized fit to your wrist. Right, there you go. And once you've got it on, it's fairly easy to lock into place. It's easier if you put your arm down and just click it in here. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because I've done a whole video about this before, which I'll link in the description as well, or probably up here in one of the corners somewhere you'll see a link for it for my review of this band. But yeah, I like it, wear it quite often in the office, it works really well. So moving on, so formal-ish bands out of the way, the rest are all actually Apple's own, and I'm going to do sort of a whole category in one go, which is the Ocean Band. And this is the band that I use the most when I'm actually exercising. The only problem with these, if you've got the black Apple Watch Ultra, is most of these do not have blackened hardware. Most of these are still silver hardware because these are not the current versions. They've got 3 out now, I can't remember the colours, but they are obviously the same band pretty much. It's a stretchy rubber with lots of holes for letting water through. This is the Ocean Band, so it's meant to be used for like when you go scuba diving, because the watch can do scuba diving. But something I like to do is actually mix and match a little bit, because you can, and why not? And having a white and sort of dark navy, sort of black colour, it works quite nicely. So cinching that up. It was a different look, bit individual. You might like it, you might not, but you can just stick to the original ones. But again, this is nice and comfortable. It does sometimes feel quite tight, and because it is stretchy, you've got to just watch out that you don't over tighten this and put it onto a loop that's a bit too tight for you. But otherwise, really nice, really secure as well, because you've got this pin in here which you can move between each of the holes to get a really sort of customized lockdown on the remaining flappy strap, and make sure that basically doesn't go anywhere. That's not coming loose unless you really want it to. So this strap, it's going to stay on and is meant to be used for in water-based settings, because obviously it's silicone or rubber, FKM, whatever they call it, quite stretchy as well, so meant to be used over a wetsuit. If you need to, you can get an extension, but very good for the water. Dries obviously quickly, wipes clean very nicely, doesn't really get dirty. I've had this white one for a while now, and a little bit of a wash and with some soap, and it looks absolutely fine. Moving on to a band that I use a lot while I'm running, and also I prefer to use this one when I'm sleeping, because it's again extremely comfortable, extremely lightweight. You barely forget that this is on there. And this is the trail loop. This is the navy version, navy midnight. I think it's called navy. Got a good amount of length as well, and if for some reason, sometimes like I do, I wear a mechanical watch but I still like to have my Apple Watch on, you can really sort of shove it up your arm as well, hide it under the shirt there, while your other watch, well, on the other wrist preferably, but yeah, you can put it wherever you like. Basically, this is the larger length, and yeah, works very nicely. Again, infinitely adjustable. You can cinch it down as tight as you want. You can keep it nice and loose as well. Velcro is quite really high quality. You don't get any bits of the strap coming off onto the hook side. Excuse me. And again, this one has the blackened hardware, so fits very nicely, part of the current range. Pricey again though, £99. Most of these Apple straps are £99. And then last but not least, one of my favourites as well. Well, these are all amongst my favourites. These are the ones I use out of the plethora that I have. This is the Alpine Loop, and this one, the dark green, I think goes especially well with Black Apple Watch Ultra. Just put that on. Again, lots of adjustability, not infinite, but very secure with this G-hook, black and titanium hardware again. Looks very nice. Can easily pass being worn with the Alpine Loop in a sort of work setting, businessy setting. If you need to be a bit more spruced up, this works very nicely. Very comfortable again, a little bit of stretch to it. Does take a while to dry when it gets wet, but overall, very nice strap. So anyway, that's it from me. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you like the video.